And thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Arman Rahman. Well, the pandemic hit small businesses hard, and 3 years later, many are still working to recover. Madison's Broom Street Theater is no exception, but with a little help from our Call for Action team, they're a little closer to getting back to normal. Braden Ross has that story.
For almost 50 years, the Broom Street Theater has been putting on shows at this spot here on Madison's east side. But a few years ago, they weren't sure how much longer that would last.
Broom Street Theater, it's been around since 1969.
In the more than 50 years it's been lighting the stage, Broom Street Theater has become a Madison staple.
This was started by a UW theater group run by Stuart Gordon, the director of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
The nonprofit theater's early years were marked by pushing social boundaries and igniting creativity.
The city tried to shut the theater down multiple times. It was a different era.
They moved to this intimate 1,200 square foot theater on the east side in 1977, where they've put on more than 300 original plays.
If you work with the audience's imagination, you can put on something that even Hollywood can't do.
But in March 2020, the theater went dark.
It was just so hard to know at first, could we even open a show? We kept thinking we could, and then it would shut down.
Over the years, they'd sold tickets online through a company called Brown Paper Tickets.
It was working well prior to COVID. We would get checks about 10 days later in the mail for each performance.
But when the world shut down, things changed.
We got 3 checks, and we were told, do not cash any of them. We don't have the funds for them. And at the beginning, it's like, okay, we understand the world is turning upside down, so it's going to take a little bit to sort out.
But months of not being paid turned into more than a year, and by early 2023, Broom Street Theater was owed more than $3,000.
It was getting to the point where we were considering writing a play called Brown Paper Tickets. Owes us $3,190.85, because you got to yell those cents in there.
While looking for a resolution, Treasurer Scott Feiner discovered an interesting trend.
Very recent news articles around the country where the only way people are getting paid is by reaching out to their local news organizations to advocate on their behalf to get payment. So I thought, I guess that's what we need to do too.
So he dialed our Call for Action team, who got in touch with Brown Paper Tickets.
After about 6 weeks, we were finally able to get paid.
Now, Broom Street Theater's stage is aglow again, ready to give creativity a place to shine for the next 50 years.
You know, we all have day jobs, right? So it's so meaningful to volunteer in something that actually isn't about money. It's not really about fame either. It's about working together with our local community to really challenge ourselves, tell stories, and give people a chance to express themselves.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
You can catch Broom Street Theater's current play, An Evening of the Absurd, now until June 24th. And if you have a consumer complaint that needs solving, you can call our Call for Action team from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or reach out anytime online at channel3000.com/call-for-action.